So, welcome to an episode of the KP Confessionals where I've just got a lot of things to confess. And the health and wellness industry, believe me, they have made me sin. They have made me sin. And sigh quite a lot as well. This type of sigh, though. Do you know how you get different types of sighs? You get a wee, like, just sat down, that's quite nice sigh. Sat down at my dinner, you get this sigh. And it was a sigh your mum used to do, and how long it lasted would depend on what was going to happen after that sigh, how big the repercussion of whatever you have just made her sigh to is what's going to happen here. So the fitness industry and the health and the wellness industry now makes me do that. And I don't know if it's because of where I am in my own head now, which is in a much better place, balanced. I have the odd wee bit of shite when I want. And listen, I struggled with that for a very long time. Like I said in my Instagram post, I suffered with something called orthorexia, which is a very obsessive, unhealthy obsession with being very healthy with your diet. And it sounds ironic. And it is, because the diet that I was having, people on the outside would be like, wow, look at your diet, fuck. She doesn't eat anything bad. That was actually making things worse as well. The amount of people that were commenting on my diet was making me more like anxious and stressed. My diet made me anxious and stressed. I couldn't eat out at restaurants. I don't think I went out for my lunch or my dinner for 3 years. I missed out on going holidays. I missed out on making memories with family and friends. I missed out on having a birthday cake. I can't remember the last time I went and bought myself an ice cream cone. It gave me very strange, disordered behaviours around food. I'm not saying that I never ate that, but I was so controlled that what things would happen, like massive triggers, and I would be very bingy. So then what I'd end up doing is be very strict. Like, I've had lettuce and tuna for my lunch for 7 years, but I would be binging on the other side of that. So some of the things I would do is I'd break bits off of, say, a chocolate bar. So in my head, I hadn't ate a full chocolate bar. Do you see what I mean? So when you get people online and they're very, very shouty, preachy, restrictive, and this is the only way to do it, and it's all health eating, like this Eddie guy, I find it tough. And if I wasn't in the headspace I was in now, I would be very triggered by that, and I can't imagine what that would lead me to do, to be honest. He's saying stuff like, cut out Starbucks, like, just what? Cut out fucking happiness? Do you just cut out happiness at this point? Because that's what I was doing. And this, I mean, people don't have to be in the position I was in when I was suffering with that disorder, but I think what people are suffering with is confusion for a start. So you've got people like Davinia Taylor, who is wearing suits that electrocute you whilst you're training. She's constantly on either like a carnivore diet, or she was doing a keto detoxing for this, supplement for that. People are confused. Most of my clients, when I'm coaching them, I'm actually retraining their brain, helping them with their mindset, because we've been so fucked by this industry. And let me tell you, it's an industry. There's usually money to be made behind whatever's been said. Now, for me, it took me a very long time to just come to the conclusion that it was, in fact, a calorie deficit that would help me lose fat. I was looking to crack the code all the time. I was thinking, is it inflammation? I'll go on an anti-inflammatory diet. Okay, is it my blood type? I'll go on my blood type diet. Stuff like that. And do you know what? The whole time it was just being healthy and staying under those calories that would cause me to have more body fat. But what was happening, I was very restrictive with what I was eating. And I was eating things like maybe 2 avocados a day. And these, like, per 1 gram of fat, there's 9 calories. So I was eating more than what I should have been. So I was putting weight on, even though I was being super healthy. So when Big Eddie's saying things like, cut out sugar, including fruit and all this, I was getting fat eating healthy stuff, and I was eating nuts. I was doing all that. I was cooking an ostrich steak for my breakfast. Aldi used to sell, I think they still do, ostrich steaks for your breakfast. It was like chewing, like, see, a shoe, like the sole of a shoe, not a Skechers shoe, because that would be quite spongy. I mean a fucking good old cat boot, or like, what were the shoes everyone was wearing when I was at school? Kickers, the big chunky, or like Shelley's, I think it was called, the shop. One of the soles of those, that was how hard that was to chew. And I ate it every morning. I didn't enjoy it. I forced myself. I had totally taken out the enjoyment of eating food. That is not a good place to be. What you'd be looking for if it was fat loss is to be in a calorie deficit that was the healthiest possible and the most manageable and the most enjoyable for you. I promise you that's the only thing that works. Not fasting like a girl, as I've seen to one of my clients today. I used to fast. I used to go to the Arches for 3 days. I would fast the full weekend. Did I wake up on the Tuesday and feel as my cells had been rejuvenated? No, I did not feel like my cells had been rejuvenated. I probably felt like I just woke up from an operation, and I fasted for those 3 days. You know, and then we've got the electrocution suits that we wear when we're exercising, or we're getting sold, you know, detoxes that we don't need. Listen, if you've got skin, kidneys, liver, you're pissing, you're sweating, you're detoxing for fucking free. For free. You don't need to pay MD any money for a detox. But listen, I've been conned as well. Loads of things I was doing. Listen, I was putting coffee up my fucking arse. I've told people to do that. I'm so sorry. And there's a small disclaimer at the bottom of this video. But the point I'm trying to make is we need to get to a place where we can go and enjoy ourselves, and we won't be having these self-sabotaging incidents when we have like one bit of cake and think I fucked it because Eddie says I should avoid sugar and I'm trying to avoid it and I'm just a failure. Oh no, I'm going to eat everything now. We've got to get away from that mindset, because see, being healthy is being able to have a wee bit of something that you fancy, not because it's nutritious, but because you fucking enjoy it. And that is what we need to get to, right? So I'm not promoting any of they guys. I don't promote fad diets and too strict, because I've been that person. I was overweight. I was desperate to look better, to feel better. My self-esteem was low. So I went the other way and I was super strict, super underweight, lost my period for 3 years. So listen, I have seen the good, the bad and the ugly when it comes to the fitness industry. I've came full circle and I'm in a much better headspace now. But if I was not, then watching some of these people on Instagram, they would really put me in a worse place than I already was. So if there's anything that I can do, if you want to look at coaching with me, go onto my website, Coached by KP. I've got this type of approach. It's on online coaching, and also my membership opens back up in spring, and we do loads of this mindset work, because that's where it starts. It starts in here. It's that shift, and then when it all fits into place, it all just fits into place. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, like it, share it, give me the wee thumbs up. I think that's what you do. I'm not sure, to be honest, but enjoy a bit of cake.